자, 볼티모어가 미네소타보다 승률이 더 좋네. 뭐 물론 아직 초반이긴 하지만.
Rocco Myers, the DC native, will be on the mound to start here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey Matt, you can only make
아, 김하성 근데 왜 자꾸 9번이야?
Boy, did he make the most of it. How about he starts his first game and he gets a win? Not a bad way to.
Digging in, Hans Kim. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch hit down the line at first.
오, 완전 바깥쪽 공이었어.
0-1. Myers is coming off a win in his last start, the first of his major league career, so I'm sure he's still riding high from that achievement. Oh,
와.
hammered out to deep center
야, 첫
field.
타석부터 홈런. 대박인데요, 김하성?
And gone.
와, 시즌 8호 홈런.
Two-run shot to straightaway center. 8th home run on the season for him as the Twins are looking good here, up 4-0.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch
대박이다.
before he looked absolutely foolish.
프론포 장렬. 야, 이러다 9번 붙박이 되는 거 아니야? 마루 찬스 왔고요. 여기서는 바로 능력치 써줘야죠.
He's ready now. The pitch. It's a high fly ball
또
headed
홈런?
for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
말로 홈런
Would
치나
have been a
했는데.
grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. Drives it out to deep right center
나이스,
field.
좋아, 좋아, 좋아.
He's on the run for it. Now this will rattle up against the
오,
wall.
왜 안 뛰어?
In to score, the runner from third. And the throw's going to hold that second runner
다행이다.
over at
야,
third. So
이건
they'll just plate the one here.
아, 주자들 바보같이.
And now back to the leadoff spot.
타점 더 올릴 수
lineup.
있었는데.
Stepping in, Luis Rtts. And a big hit here with the bases loaded could really put this one out of reach early on. Alberto has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Lifetime history with Alex Cobb. He's gone 3 for 11. He's taken him deep once. He's running. Hit hard on the ground to first.
좋아.
And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-1 lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
High in the air out to center field. Hayes is there and he puts it away as they're able.
6대1. 6대2.
Now at the plate, Ramon Urias.
The second baseman, Ramon.
Here now the 2-2. Toward second. Fielded cleanly. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that in. All set for the start of the inning. And
그래도 멀티 히트 기록 중이에요, 김하성. 나이스. 와, 행운의 한타. 대박이다.
Hey, sometimes
좋아,
that's how
좋아.
a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
The second baseman, Luis.
Digging in, Luis Arias. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Reined in. The throw will go to third. And
그렇지. 야.
scratcher, everybody's going to be safe.
1루 주자까지 살렸어.
So stepping in, Max Kepler. A hit in 2
이런 게 바로
at-bats
주루
for him
플레이
at this point
아니겠나?
in the ballgame.
Kepler.
Swing and a looper to left. Charging in is Santander, and he tracks it down.
아.
Nice play
아,
for
뭐야.
the first out. And they get the double play
아,
at
놓친
third.
줄 알았네. 오, 솔로포.
Stepping into the box.
장난 아닌데?
Hans Kim.
미네소타도
He singled his
화력이
last time
좋네.
up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you
그렇지.
get back
좋아요.
into this thing.
And that's in there, base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with
야,
one of those 4
쩐다, 쩔어.
was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games.
번호를 김하성한테 뭐 콜업된 건 좋긴 한데 번호까지 딱 김하성 번호 줬으면 좋은데 그게 좀 아쉽네.
Cobb comes set. 0-2 on its way. Line to the right side. He
와.
leads, but he can't get it. It's down for extra
김하성
bases.
홈까지
1
충분해요.
run is scored. Now 3 runs are in.
야, 볼티모어 바른다 발로.
Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
He's out. 3. Out. Ball 4. Take your base. Out. Ball 4. Take your base. Out. That's ball 4. He's out.
Now at the plate, Hans Kim, 1 in.
오, 신
1
레이드
out,
폴리
and
얘
1 on here in the inning.
저기 토론토인데.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
어,
A little
몸쪽.
tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
And nice and patient. Get your pitch.
He's set. Now the pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number
좋은
2.
공 안 주네.
Looks like that
야,
ball
5타수
earlier in the
5안타 되면
inning put
대박인데.
this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is
놓쳐.
on the run.
아하이.
And he makes the catch in the corner.
빗 맞았나 살짝?
Play ball. Out. Ball 4. Take your base. Out. 3. He's out. 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 You're out.
Orioles down to their final out, and that'll bring up the power-hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. Baltimore down to their final strike. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. He's on to
나이스.
first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon. 11 MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Minnesota Twins and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles
오,
baseball
이제 앞서갑니다.
Jorge Lopez gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, man, I
오,
think this guy
김하성
really is
4번
looking
타자.
for
루키 배치가
The
또
number
솔로포
4
때렸네요.
Minnesota hitter Hans Kim. He's been swinging a hot bat in the series with 7 base hits coming in. Hit in the air down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase.
오, 파울이었어.
This will land untouched.
Keep it going.
0-1 count and the pitch.
오,
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do. 2 first-place teams going to go at it today. Don't know how this is going to shake.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is.
야, 또 초반부터 앞서가나?
Now batting, Hans Kim. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB.
그렇지,
Certainly just
좋아요.
missed it. With this guy's big
중전
power,
안타.
he's feeling
이루까지
pretty
안
good
되지.
at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
So coming to the plate, Ty France. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Runner goes for second. Hit on the ground to third. He's right there, and there's one down now. So one away now in the Minnesota third, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. Runner's on his way to third. He swings and misses. Throw down.
Save.
Is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. At the plate, Eddie Rosario.
Up next for Minnesota, the left fielder.
0-2, here it comes. Grounded to the right. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Digging in, Trey Mancini.
The right fielder, number 16, Trey.
The 3-2 pitch. Grounded to short. Reined in. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole.
야, 또 홈런 쳤어? 미네소타 방망이가 장난 아닌데 진짜.
He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
그렇지. 좋아. 3루간 빠진 않다.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Dan, some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Runners on the move for second. A swing and a ground ball to third.
좋아요.
To first, and there were two
잘타
down.
면했고.
So digging in now, Byron Buxton, runner in scoring position with two gone. The 1-2, runner goes for third.
와.
Swung on by Broxton, and this is sent to deep left field.
대박이다. 미네소타
And
팀스
I mean
진짜.
by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Play ball.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Austin Hayes.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's time they get something going. And the last thing
백핸드
you want to do
잡아서
is find where you have to score
1루에.
in the 8th and 9th inning.
And a good throw gets him one gone.
Play ball. 3. That's ball 4. 3.
So
여기서는 기술 가야겠다.
Kim. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Arise on second. Kepler is over at first with one away.
Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Ball.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
아
In
뭐야.
the dirt, it's
스트라이크
3-0
줘.
now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you after.
그렇지. 3루간
And a
빠진 않다.
backhanded try into the hole that's short.
장타가 안
This
나오네.
gets on by. Long throw to third. On to third,
나도
but he's
2루까지
in
뛸 걸 그랬나?
safely as a run will score on the play as well. Stepping in, Ty France. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in there. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And there he goes towards second. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and no one can get there as it falls. In to score is the runner from third, make it 9-0. Throw to second, and he's out. But
뭐야?
they do play
아,
a run on the
안타였어?
play.
야 말로 홈런까지. 나는 잡은 줄 알았어. 플라이 아웃인 줄 알았더니.
He's out. 3. Ball 4. Take your base. Out. Out.
4번
Ready to
타자.
begin the 8th, and stepping up as the shortstop, Hans Kim. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2.
I count this
풀
ball.
카운트.
And obviously, this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a bit.
오,
There's a swing
걸렸다.
and a missile sent out to
설마.
center field. And he's
아.
gonna make the catch. And he paid a big price for it
야,
too.
홈런인가 했다.
Out. You're out. 3. That's ball 4. Ball 4. Take your base. He's out. 3.
Now in the box, Ramon Urias. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. To the left side.
아하이.
And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down.
13-1. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing
오클랜드.
matchup.
오클랜드도 성적이 나쁘진 않네요.
Kenta Maeda gets the starting nod for the Twins.
오,
Dan,
마에다
any thoughts?
2승.
Hey, every team needs a pitcher
2.35
like this
잘
one here.
던지네.
His numbers aren't going to blow you away.
Here now is Rafael Devers. He's
홈
ready for
경기네요.
his first at-bat of this early season contest. Weak grounder down the first baseline. One there.
오,
Return throw
좋아.
is in time. How about that? They do turn 2 and it gets him out of the inning. So no runs on one base hit.
이번이 6번이네. 어디로 배치할지 감이 안 오나?
Now to the plate, Hans Kim, as he'll get his first opportunity
요거는
in this one.
컨택 올려야지. 능력치 올려야 되기 때문에 여기서 기술 써줄게요. 그렇지. 좋아.
Drive, and that's a base
가볍게
hit into center
안타.
field.
능력치 올리고요.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to reach.
He's running. Pitch is high. The throw
이루
is going to
훔치기
be
좋아요.
far too late. That's a stolen base.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard to this point, so it's
누구까지
clear they're
간다.
trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
야,
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
기가
The
막히다,
throw
김하성.
is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. In his career against Mike Minor, batting .500, 4 for 8. Slider whiffed on for strike
아,
3.
여기서
A
점수를
great
또 못
pitch
내네.
to put an end.
아, 마에다 홈런? 오, 찬스 왔어.
Now at the plate, Hans Kim, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90
홈런
feet
칠 수
away
있을래나
at third.
모르겠네.
Come on, sitting on something here.
First pitch on its way. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to
야,
corral
이루까지 왜
this
안
quickly
뛰냐?
as the runners hold on. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
Now the ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1.
오,
And
그래,
the
타점
relay
올렸다, 야.
won't nearly be in time as he's there easily. Stepping up to the plate, Byron Buxton comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Minor sets, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends.
Play ball. 3. Out. He's out. You're out. Ball 4. Take your base. Out. 3. Ball 4. Take your base. Out. That's ball 4.
3대1?
He's safe. Ball 4. Take your base.
Leading off the inning, Hans Kim, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes.
Let it fly
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything.
그렇지. 중전한타 좋아요. 몸 조금 잘 쳤다.
And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Here it comes, 0-2. Runner goes for second. Chopped out to short. Simeon's there. Throw to first is in time for the first out. At the plate, Max Kepler. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
The first baseman, Max Kepler.
Runner breaks for third. Sent on the ground out to second.
그 사이에 김하성 홈. 그렇지. 야, 홈스틸 기가 막혔다. 이거는 진짜 김하성 덕분이지. 와, 투런. 야, 방금 홈스틸 지렸다.
Hans Kim, he singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
Let's fly. Let's go right here.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
High in the air out to center field.
찍어 누르듯이 던지네.
Laureano is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2.
Let's play ball. Ball 4, take the base. That hit him. He's got first.
야,
So
이거 무조건
striding
병살
in,
잡아야지.
Marcus Semien, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ball to
와,
short. And that is through into left as he delivers. It's a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now.
야, 결국 동점이야.
You're out. 3. He's out. 3. That's ball 4.
Next up for the A's, Sean Murphy. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. The 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. A step on the back.
김하성 직접 좋아요.
Let's play ball.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Hans Kim, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Balanced throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
오, 끝내기 강하다.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Kansas City Royals and the Minnesota Twins. Major League
캔자스도
Baseball
그래도
on the
5승
show
8패는
is
생각보단
next.
잘하네.
Randy Dobnak gets the ball for the Twins in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, he wasn't all...
Into the box, Salvador Perez, the American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago.
Perez.
Hit on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired.
6번. 와, 풀원을 때려버리네.
At the plate, Hans Kim. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch. Hit
그렇지.
hard on the ground to short. Scooped up.
세이브.
And no chance on the throw, so a great
좋아요.
effort, but that'll be scored a base hit. Up next for Minnesota, Byron
달리기가 있기
Buxton.
때문에
He's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss, strike three.
Safe.
The throw, not in time as he steals second.
오,
So they
아슬아슬했다.
can't get the strike him out, throw him out double play as there's a runner in scoring position now following the punch out. The 3-2 pitch. Pitch taken for ball four. The
나이스.
throw
3루까지
is
훔치고요.
not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Josh Donaldson digging in now. And
정살만
there are
치지 마.
runners at the corners now. Belted high in the air out to
와,
left.
홈런?
Davis going back. And
야.
this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
대박인데.
Into the box now, Hans Kim.
Shortstop. Hans Kim.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
그렇지. 3루간 빠지는
And that
않다.
is through into left field, a base hit. The relay.
그 사이에
And
김하성
he'll get in
2루까지.
there safely.
좋아, 좋아.
He's one rookie that's not afraid of the moment. That's his second knock of the game. This one a double, and he looks like the type of player that knows he
The right
belongs.
fielder. Byron.
다 전진 수비하고 있네.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time. Ready now, Max Kepler. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Kepler.
And he misses ball four. So runners at the corners with two gone, and that brings up the former American League MVP, Josh Donaldson.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three.
6대2.
In is Jorge Soler.
The right fielder, number 12. Jorge.
The 2-2. Winging a soft liner, and one
그렇지.
gone.
Let's play ball. 3. You're out. 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 He's out. 3. Out. Out.
Striding in once again, Hans
batter,
Kim.
number
He'll
9.
try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
Ball
And that's
2.
off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
2 balls and a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Hit
그렇지.
hard on the ground is short. And
야,
into left
3안타.
field for a one-out hit.
Every game the pitcher gets the lineup card, he circles the guy that can't beat him. Well, obviously he didn't circle this guy. That's his third knock of the game, and he has been on fire.
The right fielder. Byron.
Runner goes for second. Line towards center field.
안타.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
그렇지.
Kim
홈까지
ignores
훔쳐.
his coach. He's chugging for home.
아.
Tag from Perez.
이건
He's
좀
out
무리였나?
at the plate.
Play ball. Out. 3. He's out. He's safe.
Into the box now, Michael Franco. Runner in scoring position with two gone.
Michael Franco.
The 1-2. About the left side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Now a long throw home.
야, 저거
And
잡을
this
수가
will not
없었어.
be close, and the run will score easily.
그냥 슬라이딩 안 했으면 잡았을래나?
That's ball four. Out. Three. Three. Out. Out.
Now at the plate, Hans
여기서
Kim
기술 써야죠.
will start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Shortstop. Now that's
Ball 1.
Kim.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. Great takes, and he's almost
그렇지.
daring the pitcher just go ahead and
영중간.
challenge him.
And this is
좋다.
going to be his 4th hit of the game, as this should wind up as extra
삼루타.
bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. And
그렇지.
he'll get
야,
there as he legs out the
지린다.
leadoff triple.
You don't really expect a leadoff hitter, especially a rookie, to hit for power, but he blasts this thing. And when he rounds first, he's thinking triple all the way. And those young legs helped him get there, too.
This is popped up. Dozier is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Lifetime against Jesse Hahn, batting a robust .350. Line toward right center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an
He's out. Out. Ball four. Take your base.
야, 설마.
Out. He's out. Out. Three.
오, 겨우 이기네.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good match. Michael Pineda, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the
피지컬
starter.
장난 아닌데?
What's your take on him, Dan?
Three. Out. He's out.
Digging in, Hans Kim.
오,
He was a
6화
perfect
2푼 5리.
4 for
좋아요.
4 in
김하성.
last night's game.
Kim.
First offering on its way.
Nope. That's
몸쪽
inside.
칠 뻔했다.
These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They have not been
3번으로.
playing their best baseball of
3번이
late
딱 좋아,
as they've
김하성.
dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A one-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
Pretty
오,
well struck
걸렸어.
high and deep to left field. Davis going back.
와,
Gone all the way into the upper deck.
2층에 맞췄네. 김하성 시즌 9호 홈런 터뜨립니다.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left.
티베츠랑
Home run
둘이
number
장난
9
아닌데?
on the year, as the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
That's how
야,
the manager drew it up right there.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and that'll bring up Hunter Dozier. Ready to deliver the 1-2. On the ground to the right side, reined in. There, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired.
Play ball. Ball four. Take the base. Out. Three. Three.
At the plate, Hans Kim. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been
오,
shut down. other than
볼이었어?
that.
No balls and 1 strike.
Ball.
1 strike pitch is a fastball
1-1.
high, and that evens things at 1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
The count.
And that misses 2-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
There's a swing,
오,
and he
또?
sends the ball high in the air into left field.
이야, 연타석 홈런. 김하성 시즌 10호 홈런 좋아요. 캔자스시티 박살내네.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, as as the Twins are looking good here, up 4-0.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around.
동시에 멀티 히트까지 기록.
New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Lots of baseball left in this one early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle,
그렇지.
and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys.
He's out. 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 He's out. You're out. 3. Out. 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 3. He's out. Your attention, please.
Hans Kim will stand in again
어,
as we
도밍고
flash you back
게르만이
to the
여기
early
와 있네.
stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game.
그렇지.
As he was
선수가
off to a
빠진
fast
않다.
start
아,
indeed.
기가
And it's a
막히다.
base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Every game the pitcher gets the lineup card, he circles the guy that can't beat him. Well, obviously he didn't circle this guy. That's his 3rd knock of the game, and he has been on fire lately.
The 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw.
좋아요.
And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. The next twin up, Ty France. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. The 1-2. Runner goes for third. Swing, line
그렇지.
drive. That's going to be
저건
trouble.
뭐 여유 있게
Tack on
들어오죠.
another here as the runner scores from second, make it 5-1. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Play ball. 3. Out. Out.
Hunter Dozier digging in now. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
The tag gets
와,
one.
센스 있다.
Return throw is in time. How about
Play ball. That's ball 4. That hit him. He's got
야, 말루.
settling in now? Hans Kim. He singled his last time up.
Hey, nice and patient. Get yours.
Here comes the first pitch. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's with all the pressure.
이야,
Hit high and deep to left field.
말로 홈런.
Gone. It's a grand
와,
slam.
대박이다 김하성 진짜. 그것도 몸쪽 공 그대로 넘겨버리네. 시즌 11호 홈런. 야,
So he will touch 'em all on the
2점,
grand
2점,
slam. His
4점
third
하면은
home run
야,
of the ball
8타점
game
오늘.
as they push this lead up to 9 now.
Well, in hockey, they call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in 1
아,
outing is a
몸쪽
heck
공
of a lot
그대로
harder and a
잡아당겨서
lot more
넘겨버렸어.
rare.
아니
He's
이
having
정도면
an
김하성
afternoon you'll never
자기가 하고
forget.
싶은 번호 줘야지.
play ball. You're out. He's out. 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 You're out.
So striding forward now, Edward Olivares. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ground out to short. He's got it. Throw to
그렇지.
first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
와, 또 왔어? 타격기에.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Hans Kim, and we'll see if he can put
홈런
together a
3개 이번
rare
경기 뭐.
5-hit performance here. Maybe trying to
오,
back him up a
다행이다.
bit there with the fastball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
오.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
야, 부상 아닌 게 다행이다
Coming to the
김하성.
plate now, Ty France. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Here's Byron Buxton now. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Now the 0-1. There's a swing and a high
와,
drive into left center
홈런이야?
field. Davis going back at the track.
아이고,
On the
아깝네.
warning track, he makes the Royals down to their final out. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Perez. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. On
그렇지.
to first here is going to do it. And the Twins have taken games 1. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Chris Bassett starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the
오, 이번에도 3번.
Now at the plate, Hans Kim.
야,
And
6할
it's
5푼
been a
4리.
big series for him
대박이다.
with the bat. He's collected 8 hits already. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. Kim is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters, and
아,
truly
탑 좀
blessed by
올려야
the
되는데.
gods. But I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
And he fouls this one off. Polanco stands at 3rd with 1 gone in the inning. Skied into straightaway right.
그래,
Catches
홈까지라도
made here in
들어와.
right, and here comes the runner from 3rd. And
그렇지.
he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
He's out. 3.
희생 플라이 좋아. 오,
He's safe. 3. He's out.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Hans Kim. And in case you haven't been paying attention, he's been absolutely perfect. 8 for 8 at the plate. in
그렇지.
this
야,
series. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit.
와, 타점 또 올려.
And the run will score from second here as this is now a 3-0 game.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is. Digging in, Salvador Perez.
Up next for the Royals, the catcher.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short.
주자 못
He's right.
뛰고.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Play ball. 3. You're out. Ball 4. Take your base. 3. Out. 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 3. You're out. 3.
In now, Salvador Perez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit hard to short. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Let's play ball.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Hans Kim.
shortstop, Hans.
오,
Behind
공이
on that one, now
마구야.
behind in the count, 0-1. Pitch on the way.
그렇지.
A
아,
shot to second base and handled for the first
저게
out.
또 이루수한테 가네.
Ball 4. Take the base.
Leading off the inning, Michael Franco, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of. Haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving. This one, a perfect time for this
좋아요.
leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man.
That's ball 4. 3. Ball 4. Take your base. He's out. Out. 3. Out.
So stepping in, Hans
Batter
Kim.
number 9, Shortstop.
First offering on its way.
Yeah.
Ball one, no strike.
Bases are empty, one man out.
그렇지.
Smoked on the ground left side.
3루간 빠진 않다.
And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime
Right
soon.
fielder, Mookie.
And there he goes towards second. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, D-Row. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks,
야,
homers, and
이거 못 뛰지.
strikeouts. But right
이렇게
there,
바로
manager
붙어있는데.
sets it in motion, and the hitter just executes to perfection.
Striding into the box, Ty France. And their runners at the corners now.
Brent.
This one's down to third. Dozier scoops it up. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the...
Play ball. He's out.
And the score finish.
트윈스 2위 클리브랜드 인디언스랑 3경기 차이. 화이트삭스 3위는 5경기. 그 이상은 뭐 많이 벌어졌기 때문에 미네소타 트윈스 좋습니다. 올스타 득표수 3배 차이에요. 김하성 치고 나갑니다. 타율 1위 김하성, 안타수도 1위, 홈런 1위, 타점 1위, 타율 1위, 장타율 1위, OPS 1위까지. 이제 메이저리그 초반이긴 하지만 씹어먹기 시작합니다. 김하성. 김하성이 조지 폴랑코 제끼고 치고 나가기 시작합니다. 기본 오버롤 둘이 동률인데 버프 받아서 애드저스티드 83이기 때문에 김하성 뭐 지금 스타터 자리는 뭐 확고합니다. 자, MLB 더쇼 20 로드 투 더쇼 국가대표 유격수 김하성 키우기 오늘 방송 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.